Alright, first thing, I have to say, this is a sin. He has to have 4 health. Like, there's no way he can have 2 health. He has to have 4 health. He has to have 4 health. That, like, it's illegal not to be a 4-4, okay? When I kill a unit, create a grenade in hand. Ooh, what's the grenade do? I've seen you kill 4 enemies with me or a grenade. With me or a grenade is going to be very hard depending on what this grenade does. You know? I'll have to see what the grenade does. You know, if it's like a withering whale type thing, that's a bit different. But if it's single damage, it's going to be really hard. When I level up, create acclamation in hand. Okay, let's see. 4-4? I think he needs to be a 4-4, and when he levels up, he just stays as a 4-4, and he gets extra keywords. That's my thought. I think he always has to be a 4-4, right? I think when he levels up, he stays as a 4-4, and I think you just give him 4 keywords! 4 keywords! Oh, 4 keywords! That's what I think it should be. Instead of, yeah, 4 mana 4-4, and then he gets 4 keywords on level up. That would be sick! When I kill a unit, create a dancing grenade in hand. Okay, let's see. Does have quick attack. Grenade deal 4 to an enemy. Wait, one was a grenade and one's a dancing grenade. So yours is grenade. Yeah, I feel like the level up's going to be too hard. Because it's with him, like, people aren't going to block a quick attack, and you don't really want to block with a quick attack, you know? So that's gonna be pretty hard. Dancing grenade. Deal 1 to an enemy, then it repeats the effect to a different enemy up to 4. If the enemy dies, create increased damage. Then it repeats the effect to a different enemy up to 4. I feel like there has to be if an enemy dies. It seems like really hard to I'd have to see this one. This one's a little bit confusing to me on the wording. If an enemy dies, increase the damage by 1. So it's like 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. But it says at the end, enemy dies. Like, I know we're talking about how his thing in League, it bounces if it kills, it increases in damage. But I don't know exactly what's going on here. If it's like Q. Oh, don't worry about it then. Like, I understand how his regular ability works. Yeah, I have to see this one. Then it repeats the effect to a different... Does it only repeat the effect if you kill the enemy? It bounces to up to 4 things if it kills anything. Okay, so it's like 1 damage, then 2 damage, and then 3 damage, and then 4 damage, and then if it killed an enemy, then it increases, and it goes up to 5? I mean, that seems really powerful, so, but... Holy crap. Thank you so much, Precipic, for the $5 donation. 444. Didn't donate $4, though. Thanks, Precipic. Appreciate it. No, always repeats but increases. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have donated 4. Saves at 1 damage if it doesn't kill anything. Like 1, 1, 1. Well, yeah. If we figure it out, let me know, just because I am a bit confused on it. Acclamation. Deal 1 to an enemy, 2 to another, 3. Oh, that's what I was thinking the dancing grenade was doing before. This is pretty cool. So, what we have to think about on this is compare it to this card. Enemy doesn't include Nexus, though. Does it? Wait, it does. Wait. Why does... Am I dumb? Just... Wait a second. I could have sworn that enemy doesn't count as Nexus in some spots. I really thought enemy didn't count as Nexus. True Shot Barrage, it counts as Nexus. But yeah, we do need to compare these two cards. Of course, this one doesn't see play at all. Also, so you have to do it where... This is just a small thing, it doesn't even matter that much. But you have to do 4 first. Because of the order, you would want to pick the 4 first. Wait, this is Targon's peak meta superior of Targon's peak meta? Did you try meme deck peak? Or my meme? Not yours, no. Do you think Jarvan 4 should be like this as a card? I'm asking all the League players here. Nah, Jhin is known for 4 a lot more than Jarvan. This is different. Oh, it's Demacian meme peak? Interesting. It's a fake gummy. Oh, it's an outdated True Shot Barrage image? Oh. I was gonna say, True Shot Barrage. Let me go look at Mobalytics for it. What is the new wording for it? It has to be a different wording. PNZ. Deal to an enemy or the enemy nexus. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. So these are enemies, so that balances a bit more that you can't just shoot for the nexus. Although this level of condition is very hard to get. I think it would have to be, I think his level up condition, I think needs to be easier. This is create grenade in hand. Which is deal 4 to an enemy. So 4 mana deal 4 to a creature for slow. Yeah, I mean that seems fine. It's like a thermo beam that's less flexible. Which I think is, like, that's fine for that to be the case, obviously. He has quite a bit of value on play. Which that's how a lot of champions are right now. Also, maybe not blocking is serious. But yeah, it'd be really hard, I think, to get him to do that. I do like the 4 idea, though. I think you just have to say, I've seen 4 units die. The only issue with that is that we already have, like, Callista and Lucian that have very similar things. You could say something about, like, you create something per round and you have to shoot them 4 times, but per round generation could be pretty scary too. Like, Ballistic Bot's already pretty spooky in that regards, but it's still pretty cool. I like it. I really like the idea of card design, but I have no idea how good I would actually be at it. Whoa! Everyone can see this, right? I'm not papagging? Good. Chemtech crewman, vulnerable. When I survive damage, deal 2 to the strongest enemy. That's really neat. It fits the PNZ theme pretty good too. Vlad with PNZ, that's a pretty cool idea. Has vulnerable. This is the kind of gimmicky cards that seem very PNZ like. This seems pretty cool. I like that one. Chemtech Minister, vulnerable, deal 1 to an ally and deal 3 to an enemy. Play. Ooh, 3 mana 3/5 might be a little bit overstated. It does have vulnerable though. But 3/5 is still quite a bit of stats. Yeah, I think this might be a little bit too strong. Even if I think it would have to be a 3/4. Chemtech Baron. When I survive damage, deal 2 to all enemies. Ooh. This seems like the correct stat line for this. 2 to all enemies though, that's really strong. That would just shut out attacks. I don't know, I feel like this might be too strong too. These are some really strong cards. Like, think of it like if your opponent attacks at 6 mana, it's like, they can't. You could make it where it's a skill though, and it'd be deniable. That'd help a little bit. Yeah, this one's too strong, but I like the idea. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Urgot. Deal 1 to all damaged enemies. I like that. Units have survived 8+ damage. This seems really cool. This is sweet. What's his flip though? Giant enemy crab god. Play deal 1 to all damaged enemies. Oh, he has regen now. Did he have it before? Nope. Cool. Strike. If I struck a damaged unit, kill it. That's pretty cool too. I like this one. Urgot's Purge. Deal 2 to all enemies with 3+ health. That seems too good. That's really freaking good. Like, especially with the kill effect stuff and like Noxian a guillotine. It just seems too good. It's a cool idea, but I think any of these ones, like, think of like Ash's Arrow. Ash's Arrow is a 2 mana that freezes things and draws a card, but that's after you freeze 5 things. Like, that's a really hard condition to hit, where this is... Oh, this isn't main deckable, is it? Oh, wait, it's just missing the gem. If this is main deckable, it's way too good. Damaging damage everything, but not kill it. Yeah, it's definitely too strong. Like, think about it this way. If your opponent has like 3 or 4 things with 3+ health, which they most likely do, that's now a 3 mana like a 3 mana deal like 8 damage all of a sudden. Like, that's really good. I think it'd have to be even though it's a slow, I think it'd have to be more mana to do that much damage. Oh, it's Urgot's and then Purge. Okay. It's the same card, but yeah, I think main deckable, dude. I think this is something would have to be the case when you level him up. He would get something like this that's like really strong. I think that it'd have to be like part of like level up, you get to have this and then you have this. Like, that's probably how I would make it, where you can't main deck this. I think main decking it's too good. Fear beyond death, obliterate a damaged enemy. So 3. Yeah, this is very fine. This is pretty balanced. I mean, we have lots of cards that do that. This one just obliterate. It is fast. It is fast, so like, yeah, it's like, it's a, depending on how you look at it, worse or better Noxian Guillotine. They're both fast. One's obliterate though. I think that's fine. Obliterate doesn't fit PNZ that well, I would say, though. Make it deal 1 or make it 4 mana. Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like Scorcher, yeah. Obliterate can never be fast. Yeah, I don't think it can be obliterate between PNZ and it being fast. I think it was cool, though. I mean, at some point, this definitely, that could change for obliterate. I have no clue what the devs intend on it. But at the time, it's definitely balanced by being a slow spell, I would say. Chain Reaction Burst. Deal 2 to an ally, then grants it +1/4. Ooh, that's pretty neat. There's so many cool synergies this could go with. 4 health, so it's kind of... It's +1/2 in a way. Except you're assuming you're having things that get things off. This is awesome. I love this card. This card is... I wish we had this card for real. This one's just really neat. Yeah, I really like that card. This would enable so many archetypes. This card is my favorite one of the ones you've created by far. I know it looks like it's like deceptively simple, but it's just an enabler of so many different things. Like, it's so cool. Deal 1 to 2 allies to swap them. Are you saying like Stand United? Like that kind of swap? I think at 2 mana that would be way too good. Especially when there are elusives available in the PNZ region. You know, like Sunfork's map and stuff. I think this is a cool idea, but I think at 2 mana it's not, I think it's a bit too cheap. How do I get my cards reviewed? Doing 5,000 for a deck review. I should probably just add it for a card review too. I think it's really cool. I think it would have to be 3 mana though. Maybe 4. Like being able to swap things, especially when you're in it, like the enemy can have vengeance and target something and then you have a 2 mana counter to it, a little bit too much, you know? I think it'd have to be 4 mana. You don't think it's OP at all? I think being able to switch things, there's so much utility. There's utility from people targeting you, and there's utility for your attacks. I think 2 mana, I think it's too good. Like, this card will get played in every PNZ deck. I don't know. I feel like it would counter Hushes pretty well, though, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, by far though, Chain Reaction, this card is sweet. I wish we had this card. I think it's awesome. Yeah, you can just send the cards you want me to see. These are fan-made cards. Hey Frozen Phantom, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Start of round, summon a Sand Soldier. I swapped 2 Sand Soldiers. What does a Sand Soldier look like? When I'm summoned, create a fleeting shifting sands in hand. So 1 mana, 3/1 with ephemeral. I think. Oh, it's a Sand Soldier. 3 mana. Yeah, that seems fair. How are you swapping? Swap 2 allies, shuffling Azir into your deck. Fast spell. Start around, summon 2 Sand Soldiers. This is really interesting. I have a hard time picturing how good this card would actually be. Shifting Sand, swap 2 allies. This is also a fast too, where the other one was a burst that I talked about. Yeah, this is a really cool concept. Start around, summon 2 sand soldiers. I just don't know if the flip is going to be impactful enough or not. Because like most champions, even at 3 mana, like think of Misfortune. She's very, very good, but she threatens to end the game via flip, and so do a lot of champions in a lot of ways, where I feel like Azir is just going to end up clogging my board more, you know? Rather than working my way toward a win condition. So I think his flip would have to do a little something different. The Sand Soldier route is pretty cool, but this is start the round, summon a Sand Soldier. That's 1. So I think you need to have play, summon a Sand Soldier, and start the round. And you can flip them pretty quick, because this flip isn't that scary. Like, I don't know, early I feel like it would just cheese people. I feel like this is a hard one, because I think early it's too good, but late it's too bad, you know? What did I just type in chat? I don't know. I was thinking Shuriam a spell which removes enemy's attack token and grants allies +1. What? That sounds like a lie. That's so freaking toxic. If they have something that takes away attack tokens, that is so toxic. I don't think they would do that, right? It has to be really expensive if they do. 5 mana slow? That still seems... Where did you see this from? Does someone data mine that? Or is that just like from here? That sounds so toxic. Rowley's already toxic, and that's giving yourself something. Imagine taking away someone's attack. That sounds... Oh, on Reddit as a concept? Oh no, heck no. That's so toxic. I hope they never print anything like that. Like I think that'd be so bad for the game if they made it where you start making it where your opponent can't attack. Like that's just so broken. Alright, custom card. Okay. Woo! I was about to be like, holy, what a leak. I still love this card. First time you deal non-combat damage to an enemy unit each round, invoke a destruction card. deconstruction card. You dealt 5 different rounds. That's gonna be really hard to get that. Like, that's turn 9. Playing this on turn 4, playing non-combat damage every time, and then leveling up on turn 9. Like, that's gonna be really hard. It's not a new champion, it's a custom card. Vel'koz, the first time you deal non-combat damage each round, invoke a deconstruction card. The first time you deal non-combat damage 3+ times each round, create a first time you deal non-combat damage 3+. These are very wordy. 3+ times each round. Okay. I think you could, yeah, I could definitely word it differently, but that's fine. Create a disintegration ray in hand. That is deal 1 damage to all enemy units. Wait, this has overwhelm, but it's only got 1 damage. You're saying if it has barrels with it, then it does overwhelm? Increase damage by 1 for each spell played this round. What? You can't do that. That's so busted. I guess it is his level up though, and his level up is very hard. But for 1 damage to all enemy units, increase damage by 1 for each spell you played this round. Wow. That's pretty insane. Yeah, that does indeed disintegrate pretty hard. I don't even know how to feel about this just because the level up's really hard, so I feel like it actually might be more balanced than it looks. And it's a slow. The overwhelm's a bit scary on it though, you know? Especially if we're playing like a bunch of Draven's Axis beforehand, and now we're doing that. Neural extraction. Silence an enemy unit this round. If it dies this turn, draw a spell. So it's just enemy unit does not include champion, does it? It does. It's just a better hush. I see. These effects scare me. Cause hush, I think the draw, it needs to go up to 3. I don't think we need better hush. I think if it was at 3, it'd be fine though. I just think it's just too close to what we already have though, I'd say. Organic deconstruction. Deal 3 damage to a damaged unit. If it dies, obliterate it instead. That's pretty cool. I like that. I think that card is awesome. Stun an attacking enemy unit. Deal 2 damage to it at the start of next round. That's pretty cool too. I like that one as well. It's not too flexible either in a good way. I like that one. Plasma fission. Pick 2 enemy units. This round they are bonded and share all non-combat damage. Wow, that's pretty cool. I feel like that could easily become too good, but it's very cool. Because, I mean, think about it this way. You play that, and then you play, like, a single combat. That's freaking insane. It's still a 2 for 2, though. That's a cool card. This is a really cool idea. The design is really cool. Like, overall, I think this is pretty cool. There's a lot of, like, interesting things going on. Some of it's a little bit wordy. Like, I think it needs to be simplified a little bit, but I mean, we also have a Philios in the game now, so, well, about to, so I don't know how much I can say about wordiness and confusion. At least Go Hard got nerfed soap. Smiley face. Yeah, it's a fan-made one. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's on the custom LOR subreddit.